It is 2 degrees right now, and it is not going to get above 0 degrees for the whole day tomorrow. So let's go camping. Whoa. What is this? Every lean-to has a butt ton of wood behind it. Huh. I overshot what I was looking for, which was lean-to 9. So I gotta backtrack a little bit here. I know people do ice fishing out here. But that's more wood than anybody can go through in a whole entire winter season. Some cross-country ski tracks. Positive, I recall there being 1 or 2 lean-tos on this corner that pointed straight out into the water. You literally froze solid. My camera did not approve of the wind chill out there, so it's really the wind chill that's bad. It's 1 degree. But the wind, when it's blowing, I could feel my facial hair freezing. Your fingers go numb through your gloves. I had my hands like balled up into fists inside my gloves. It is very cold out here. I'm gonna do my best to get a little bit of footage of actually packing stuff out there and setting the tent up. But I'm not sure what I'll be able to do. I'll probably have to put everything on. I've got like hand warmers. They were for me in the case of an emergency, but now they're gonna be for the camera gear. Because otherwise you're not going to see any of this. I think you cut out right before I found the site by the water that I was looking for. It's a lean-to. There's not enough flat ground space around it to actually set up my tent. So I'm opting for a site that it doesn't look like a lot of footprints have tracked up to in a long time. There's no fresh prints up to it. So I'm gonna move my stuff and get set up. Once you're in a warm, cozy spot, I will pick back up the video and show you what's going on. I had to take a break and come sit in the car and crank the heat up and get my toes thawed out. That stove's set up now, so I've just gotta get a fire going in it, and then I'll be comfy cozy. But yeah, the setup took a little bit of time. One of those chimney pipe pieces fought me, and yeah, I'm just standing on ice basically, and my toes were getting cold, and then my fingers started to get cold, so I just jogged back to the car, heat back up, get back out there. thought I was settled in for the night and that I didn't have to make another trip out. But I used some of this wood that's stacked up all over the state park to start my fire here, and it's all just a little too wet, so it doesn't really catch and keep going. So I went and just trucked in a bunch of wood I brought. It's dry from the house, but it's getting brutally cold out there. When that wind is blasting in your face, even with this pulled all the way up over my face, like hands going numb through gloves, nose running like crazy, it's cold, and it's just supposed to stay this cold or colder. So I'm glad that I brought a lot of wood. Even with an unproductive fire, it is quite a bit warmer in here. But I'm gonna split these up in little bits and just get this sucker raging, and it's gonna warm right up in here. That should be more like what we're used to here pretty soon. It was reading out at 13 degrees in here a minute ago. It's already up to 23. My outdoor thermometer is like blinking in and out. I think it's supposed to get down to like -8 tonight, and that's without the wind. When that wind is whipping, oh my god, it's cold. But happy to have this friend. Every time I look over at the windows, it's like the frost has quadrupled on them. And then the seams in between all of the insulation pieces are collecting condensation. So I'm hoping once that fire gets up to temp, this will all thaw out. Now it's starting to feel normal in here. I didn't even do that much, but this just felt exhausting. The cold just takes it out of you. And it took a while to get up to temp in here with the wet wood. Yeah, I'm glad I'm here tonight, because tomorrow it's not supposed to get warmer at any point. So yeah, I couldn't imagine setting this up in a temperature that was any colder. So it was kind of crazy to do it in the middle of the night in the dark, but I think it was actually the right choice. But I'm gonna go to sleep. I will see you when the sun comes out. This says the temperature is still going down. really a good night's sleep. Just woke up a couple of times. The fire was going out and the temperature was plummeting in here. And I wasn't cold in my sleeping bag. My feet weren't cold, just my face. Definitely some little things to do to batten down the hatches if I'm gonna make it through. I need to go around the tent and put snow around the perimeter of the entire thing because I can definitely feel the wind coming through on some of the edges of the tent. And the wind is really the concern right now. It's at negative 14.6 degrees outside right now. It's 66 degrees inside the tent though. So it's quite warm. I've got enough wood. I need to make sure everything is really, really dry because I'm not gonna mess around with wet wood. I don't really like this, it's too sweet. And I don't really like this, it's too bitter. But if you mix them together, it makes a pretty okay instant cup of coffee. So we bottomed out at negative 15.2. That was about an hour ago. And now that the sun's peeking out, the temperature was forecasted to just steady crawl back up towards 0. And 0 is going to be the high today. And then it's supposed to start creeping back down to a little less cold, but still down way in the negatives, like almost negative 10, negative 8, negative 9. So this is the easy part of the day as we crawl up to 0 degrees. We'll see how the wind goes though. The wind is no joke. If I blink, my eyelids freeze shut. Temps are nothing to mess with, man. The people have spoken, and what they want to see is more sledding.